Welcome back. Now brace yourselves for stage 2 power cuts for the rest of the week, and the situation could even get worse if Eskom loses more generation capacity. This winter has already seen more rolling blackouts than previous years. The city of Joburg is looking at how to deal with the issue with its first ever energy indaba. Cape Town insulates customers from lower stage cuts, and eNCA's Pule Letshwii Jones is there and joins us now for the very latest. Pule, good morning to you. I mean, when we talk about an energy indaba in Johannesburg, this could get a lot of Joburg residents excited. That could we see solutions that are needed for personal reasons, but also for economic reasons that have to do with power cuts and load shedding?
Definitely. Those are some of the things we'd like to hear when the indaba takes place today. But coupled with that as well, we just want to hear what are some of the solutions that will be put down the table. Remember, just over the past weekend, stage 4 was implemented of load shedding, and what we understand is that the city of Joburg says every time there's load shedding, this of course puts a strain on their substations and other systems which will then supply electricity and energy to the city of Johannesburg. This is something they believe their teams have been on the ground to try and resolve, and they want long-term solutions. I mean, residents just like you and me, Dumelo, sometimes get quite annoyed with the load shedding that kicks in unexpectedly sometimes while you're busy with your personal things such as work, amongst other issues. But this is some of the exhibitors who are here at the conventional center. You can just see they will be presenting some of their products. They will be showcasing what their components can also do in terms of saving energy and of course helping the city of power. We do understand that there's also been talks around independent power producers as to how they can also help in terms of producing that energy that can help the national grid and ensure that load shedding can be alleviated. But maybe let's just get a voice as well of some of the executives who are here this morning. Mr. Mangena from City Power, thank you very much for joining us. Now, I know you've always complained about load shedding, but it's killing us. Maybe if you can just give us some of the key points as to what the exhibition is about today.
So basically this is a 2-day energy indaba where we are trying to actually find solutions to the problem that is just mentioned, the issue of load shedding, but also the issue of capacity within the city of Johannesburg, because if we are going to move as a city and attract investment and ensure that we reach our developmental goals, we need to ensure that we've got that backbone of energy or electricity which is uninterrupted, which is clean, which is also cheap. So the exhibition is basically to get all the experts and the companies that you see exhibiting behind me to basically come with solutions, assist us as the city with solutions that will ensure that we cushion the residents of the city of Johannesburg and we attract investment.
Does the city have a budget to actually work with some of these, I believe, private indicators who want to come on board and showcase their products which they believe can help you in terms of saving energy?
We do have the budget, but obviously that is limited. That's why part of inviting these people, we also have investors that are also going to be part of this 2-day meeting, where we are hoping to get into the public-private partnerships with them so that at least some of the wishes that we have can actually be funded through the partnerships that we'll have with the private business. But also it's also us basically calling on the business that Johannesburg is actually open for investment. This is part of the investment that we're trying to attract as the city. But also we have been working on this issue of alternative energy for some time in the background as City Power, because of we had already realized that we really need extra capacity. That's why we've got companies like Kelvin Power Station, which is basically an independent power producer working with the city of Johannesburg as part of what we are putting into the grid. We're still going to be reliant on Eskom. We're not going to be able to wish it away currently, especially in the short term. But we also want to ensure that we don't get into a situation where when Eskom is having capacity issues, we also are suffering as the city of Johannesburg. So we want to ensure that we deal with that capacity issue, and the 2 days will basically have all the people that are working in those spaces presenting what they can be able to provide as solutions to the city of Johannesburg.
Mr. Mangena, thank you very much. I will be with you later on today. That's Isaac Mangena, spokesperson of Joburg City Power. Maybe if I can just add also, it will be fair for us to add one of the companies that are here to showcase their device. devices. Maybe they can explain to us what this is about. Thank you very much for joining us on eNCA this morning, ma'am. Maybe if you can just give us your name and surname and explain what the Matimba Yeru Energy component does.
Hi, I'm Pule Matimba. I'm with Matimba Yeru Energy. We're based in Clorkop and we manufacture LED street lights and high mast lights. We also have solar street lights there for when we have load shedding. You know, we don't keep the city in the dark.
So you believe that this can also help the city when they're, challenged by load shedding, particularly when the streets are dark as well and it becomes unsafe for all those going home?
Yes, definitely. As I said, that we have solar street lights there. We also have solar high mast lights. So when we are in load shedding or experiencing load shedding, we can still be able to, provide lights.
Maybe just for a viewer who's watching, how does it work? How does it kick in? How is the light generated as well when it's dark in the streets?
You know how solar works. When there's the sun, it generates all the energy, and then when the sun is off, then the energy comes up.
All right. Ms. Matimba, thank you very much. We'll be with you throughout the whole day. That's Ms. Matimba from Yeru Energy, and we also spoke to the City Power spokesperson Isaac Mangen, who gave us just an overview of what is expected today. We do understand that the program is going to be for 2 days. The City of Joburg Mayor Popalati, and of course MMSC for Infrastructure, Mr. Son as well, amongst those delegates who are going to be addressing some of those who will be here at the exhibition center today. It will be great to see what happens today, and exciting as well to see what kind of ideas will be laid on the table to resolve this crisis.
Absolutely, Pule. I mean, I suppose those watching this conversation are thinking there might be hope for Johannesburg residents, just in terms of finding solutions to the blackouts within the city and the province of Gauteng. Thank you so much to Pule Letshwii Jones out of the Sandton Convention Centre, bringing us what's to be expected from the energy indaba.